Hi guys, my name is Adi, and if you're watching this, you're definitely a service-based business based in Dublin or somewhere nearby, like Nace or any commuter town, Selbridge or nearby. So hi there. I am really excited about this. The marketing as we know it is kind of broken. So I'm very excited about this because I've spent over the last 13 years in this industry, and in this short video, my goal is to get you to see how we can use this system and get you seen by locals, hundreds of potential customers, and back your entire strategy up with the whole system around rather than just relying on organic reach or organic content or fancy videos. I've been there. I don't want you guys to suffer the way my past clients had suffered. And this is where I went back to the drawing board and I created this entire system for you guys. Okay, so I'm very excited about this. Thank you for taking your time and let's break this down. Okay, I am someone who's worked with Meta. I've worked with Google, YouTube, Accenture, Cognizant. I worked with the top Premier League clubs working for Meta as an account manager. So I've seen them. I've seen those things. I've content strategized. I worked on ads platforms as well. So I know what ad platforms are, how they work, which one works the best, and which one works the best for whom. And that is where Instagram ads will come in. I've worked with coaches, I've worked with private clinics, I've worked with gyms, I've worked with interior design companies, and I've actually realized what works the magic is simple content plus Instagram ads. So this isn't just, pretty videos and pretty content. It's a proven system that runs on the background 24/7, and it can even work for people that have no work experience, no time, and also very small or no following at all. So this can work for you. So let's imagine you create an ad which starts showing up in your local town, in your industry, in front of every phone screen. And all of a sudden you become the go-to person in your local town because you are seen by everyone. How would that affect the decision maker's decision on who to contact when they already have been seeing your content and they have built a trust around your name? I have been there as a videographer, as a freelancer, working for businesses, creating fancy videos, creative visuals. But at the end of those, if they did not produce a result, I just realized cool videos are not going to do it or not going to cut it. They're not going to pay your bills, right? So I spent 12 months when I went back to the whiteboard and developed this system. I learned how content can generate leads and build this system for you. So in reality, the biggest lesson was if you don't have an ad strategy backing this 3-step system for you, then it's just noise. That means we're only relying and hoping that the algorithm will somehow save the day or the organic content will be taken up by people and they'll have the right reactions and be seen by the right audience. And organic is not trustable for a number of reasons. Every 2 to 3 weeks, the algorithm keeps changing. That means your post can be a very good post, but if the first 5 to 10 people seeing that ad or that video don't treat it nicely, the algorithm is going to think that, oh, this is not the right video. So it's going to just tone it down. That means all the hard work, you have been editing it yourself, you have been shooting it yourself, has just been destroyed. But if you put the right ad strategy behind this, what's going to happen is you will have control on who sees this, how much money you invest, what's the kind of audience that you're looking for. And if the right customer comes in and buys that one service from you, that $1 turning into $1,500 is the magic that this system brings. I have recently done it for a private clinic. So after spending $300, he was able to get customers that have booked already $27,000 worth of treatments with him. That's how huge this is. Initially, when you're new to the system, you might be like, oh, why am I putting in money? But if I ask you this simple question, if I pay you $10, would you give me $100? No. But if I give you $100, would you give me 10? Everybody is going to go for it. That's the whole thing. What is this system? What's new? There are 4 components to this. Okay. This is where we need to really pay attention. The local lead engine. That means in this part, in the first week, when we get started working together, we're going to script a very targeted ad where we talk about who are you? What do you do? What kind of services do you provide? And you are talking directly to your target audience. Who is your ideal customer? What kind of people are they? What kind of service are they looking for? We create that ad, we shoot that ad in the first week, and we get that edited and live as a running ad in front of your right audience. That means in the first week of you implementing this system, you will have customer inquiries coming in already. Then we go into the simple DM flow. The simple DM flow is a few steps that we have developed, how we can turn these inquiries coming in and tap them when they're warm. These are people that have followed you. They've looked at your ad. Something have intrigued them, some kind of curiosity. And now we have a 3-step system on the DMs. How do we talk to them? How do we acknowledge what they have done? And how do we book that first call and engage them in a way that warm lead is taken care of, and you get up on a call and talk to them about what their needs are. You can talk about What are they looking for? Are they looking for something timely right now or something next month, 2 months later? So you can have those kind of conversations and then go move on further. So you have a full system on resharing the entire process of how you handle the leads as well. And also then comes the sales part. So it's not just that. We're also going to share the sales system where you learn how to close those people that are coming through those DMs. That means you get the marketing side of things, which is the content plus the ad. You're also getting the DM strategy from us. That means how do your customer interacts with you and how do you take them from there to closing the sale? And then the last part is the social proof protocol, guys. That is the best thing that will work wonders for your system, because you see, this is not a funnel. You have heard about funnels where you take all those customers, you show them an ad, you tell them your offer, then you tell them these are the ones we're closing, and the rest of them just go down the drain. This is a flywheel. That means every customer that comes into this flywheel, they're going through this cycle of buying from your business once. And if they have a great experience, they will buy again from you. They will bring more customers to you. And this circle spins faster, more stronger, faster and more stronger. The last part in the social proof protocol is documenting the experiences of your customer. That means if the customer has had a great experience, they've worked the results that you have produced, we also then get their testimonials. We get video testimonials. We create ads for them. That video where your customers are talking about your service and the video testimonial now goes into the local lead engine. And that turns into the Instagram ad that we will be running. That means we're now starting with one ad creating impact. Now we have two assets that go and spin the circle around. By this time, if you've already closed 2 to 3 clients in the first week or two, you have enough belief in the system that most of our customers have gone up, and instead of saying we want to minimize the ads, they want to up the game, and they're like, we want to double the spending, we want to go all in. And that's where this becomes like a really effective way of running your ads, running your sales, and keeping control of how much money you bring into the business. So your business becomes the kind of business that you've built this with the mindset of. And like, nobody in your game went into, I want to go into the service-based business because I want to have no time to spend with my family. I want to be chasing clients for closing sales. I want to be like almost cost-cutting between me and my competitor. You came in this game because you were looking at, you're going to control the way you do business. You're going to have enough of these customer and business equity that you can decide that I can be charging the premium because I have enough customers and I don't even have the bandwidth anymore. And that means you have enough sight of, hey, I've got 4 jobs for February, I've got 5 jobs for March, I've got 6 jobs for June, and you build your own calendar around the life that you want to build. So next step, you might be thinking, oh, I don't have time to post every day. I completely understand that. I've tried the ads before and they didn't work. We've got that a couple of times as well. This is going to be another expensive agency package with zero ROI. I completely get it. Just to eliminate all of that, we have created this system, okay? This is a 3-step to results system. In the first part, we're going to take care of the marketing. So the first week when we start working, we take care of the content strategy for you. That means we're going to start shooting the whole month's content in the first week. We're going to make sure that your first ad goes live, generating leads for you in the first week of our doing business. And then you'll have content coming in and ready for you to post for the whole month. That means most of our clients are only spending 3 to 4 hours a month with us, but they have content going in, they have ads running, and they have everything content related taken care of. And also leads coming through those content. It's not just, hey, fancy videos, Sally from Sligo, come like my post. No, it's content just directed towards your target audience. 100 people follow you and 10 buy from you and 90 are going to buy from you in the next year. That's an amazing return on investment. All of that done for you without even lifting a single finger. And again, I did mention that I know this works, right? And how do I know this works? Guys, I ran this program for you. So you're Exhibit A. You are the results of me running the ad. Either in stories or DMs, we interacted. And now you're watching this entire systems breakdown with me. You are Exhibit A. This system works. I know this because we've done it for hundreds of our customers now across Europe. So step number 2 is the sales and DM appointment setting. This is literally turning the warm leads, people that have followed you, people that have interacted with you, how to get connected with them and get them to book a call with you. Because if they are a warmer lead, they might be thinking about a project, they might be thinking about getting some information with you. All of those are great opportunities. If you get on a call with someone and they book a job today or not, but if you're able to give them enough information about their project that they want to get done for their daughter or themselves in just 6 months' time, that is a trust building opportunity that you have right there. And if you provide enough sufficient information, you might have a client that gets his children, his family's work from you. So every single one of these opportunities that you have coming through these DMs, all we need to do is make sure that we have a system 2-3 step process, that we book a call with them and get to talk to them. Every single person that connects with you, our goal is to turn that into a booked appointment or a booked call. It's either going to break through and turn it into a lead that works with you today, but the trust building process goes on and they might come back to buy from you because you're always there to support them and answer their queries. So this is the big part, ownership. You own everything. By the end of this program, we give you everything. We want that you're not reliant on any marketing agency for the rest of your life. This will do everything on the part of content, the content creation, how you learn about the ads, how you set up your ads, how do you see them performing, how you retarget and create audiences. We'll teach and invest everything in your learning from our side. You can keep working with us when it comes to the content, but the power to grow is all yours. You will have everything from our side, from the content strategy to the ads, how to run those ads, how to design those ads, and also the sales and DM strategy. That means you get the whole package. And then you can get to work on like, hey, this system is working, this ad is working. We want to make more money, so let's just work on increasing the ads volume and the spending so we can get more leads and more calls booked and more services sold. That is the focus, but you get the entire thing. So how do I deliver, right? That's a question. So we start with optimizing your Instagram strategy. So what are we doing here on a whole thing? This is an optimized, targeted Instagram ad strategy at play, right? So we need to make sure that your Instagram profile is all set and ready to go before we start running those ads. That means your profile has the right organic content, the right kind of stories coming in, a lot of content to talk about you, your journey, how long your business has been in the business, and what are the experiences previously, before, after. All those things need to be on the profile before we start running those ads. We're going to create those things for you. So we're going to script it for you. We're going to structure them in a way that initially it hooks the target audience. It communicates them in their way. It also has some pain points addressed in the video. So they get enough triggers in those initial videos that they tend to follow you and connect with you on the profile. If you are able to do that and also get them to stop scrolling with the right ads, that is going to work for you. And this is all with the intention of nurturing your audience. So there will be new traffic seeing your content because we're going to have intentional videos produced for them. That means they get all their trust issues answers through video content. They'll also get frequently asked questions answered through the video content that we do. And then we also have trust building content on the back, which is before, after, previous testimonials, all tried and edited for your Instagram profile and then produced in a way that it communicates that you're the guy for the big job. And after we have done that, initially, when you start receiving the leads, you start talking to them, setting up those appointments with them. And the step-by-step guide will be shared with you when you onboard with us. So after you've booked these appointments, what do? We do what we do best. We provide our service. Most of our customers spend 3 to 4 hours, sometimes more than that, with us over the month. That means you don't have to pick up the camera yourself. You don't have to edit anything. You don't have to worry about the scripting part of this, and you will take care of the entire content. Yes, on the supplement side, once you're working with us, we might ask you here and there to upload a couple of stories about yourself, what you're doing. So they also see the more unpolished side of your brand as a human, and that is always ideal to do that, but that would not be more than 3 to 5 minutes a day if you're posting things on your Instagram stories. So that's definitely a thing that we need to do. And then the businesses that will win in the business locally are the businesses that show up every single day. And with this content ad strategy and everything that we're implementing, we're going to make sure that we are visible, we're being seen, and we're communicating to our target audience about the work we do and services we deliver on a daily basis. That means throughout the year, every single day, they get to see our content, when it is going to be things that they're searching for, when it's going to be them scrolling on those, social media platforms. And that is where you will start becoming the brand in your local area, in the niche that you are going to then command and be the top choice for. That is how the thing works. Here's what I'm going to leave you with. You're either a service-based business that is doing really good, and you can need a partner that takes your editing, your content, your ad strategy, and then also helps you with sale and appointment setting, and then take you from the great, the good level to the great level. And you're always striving for perfection. You're either that, or you're someone who is already struggling. You're not seeing the best results with your customer, your content. You're sometimes getting business, sometimes you're not, and you're always relying on referrals. Some months are scary, and the business is literally not getting the results that you want it to, give you at the moment. And this system can produce those results for you. And you already know it. And again, you can still think that you don't want it and wait a couple of months, you're only delaying the inevitable. You know that if you're delaying action, it's not going to do something magical for you. Delaying in your action is only going to cost you more because you know that your competitors are already making moves in your areas, in your service, and in your niche. And once they start getting into the similar systems and taking those strategies into implementation mode, that time it might not take you a month or two to compete with them. It will take you more than that because they have already established that kind of trust, and breaking into an area where somebody is already number one and they hold the command in that area because they've spent more money, they've spent more on content, they've spent more on the trust building, then it might just be a bit too late. So here's what I'm going to offer to you. A free 20 minutes strategy call. Let's have a conversation. And it's just a conversation. Not going to cold pitch you on anything. I don't want this to be salesy. I hate sales myself. At the end of the day, what we want to do is have a conversation and build a game plan for your business. What you need to be doing, what are the things that need to change, and what are the things you need to implement to make sure that you are moving in the right direction. And at the end of that conversation, only and only if you want to know more and you want to proceed with the discussion that, goes into that, hey, let's work together, we will then proceed into that discussion. But that's a different thing. Take these 20 minutes, book that strategy call. Let's build that game plan and get you moving in the right direction. I want that the people that are connected with me, you have already joined, you've come this close, to be successful, regardless of the fact that we work together or not. I would want to give you as much through my content, with my guidance, to make sure that you're moving in the right direction, you're creating the right kind of content, and then moving in the right area. At the end of that call, if you're interested in working together, we're going to proceed with how we can implement that system in the first month of us working together. And then if not, that is perfectly fine. You'll have the game plan and you can go about implementing that by your own self. That's it. So if you're interested, please find the link in the description of this video and book the call with me. I'll look forward to have a chat.